morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. It's your favorite NP. It's Latoya. Where to start? Okay, so we're on week nine of our winter keto challenge. Okay. Some of us are doing really well. I want to congratulate you. I know at least one person that lost 15 pounds so far. We're on week nine, so we have 2 weeks left. We called it an 11-week. It's about 11 to 12-week challenge. So there's about 2 weeks left. Now, we had a major holiday pass. That was Thanksgiving. We did prepare as much as we could. We got our keto goods baked and we purchased them and we tried to stay the course. Hopefully everyone is able to. Anyway, this video is to encourage any of us that are still on the journey or thinking of stopping the journey and just wanting to convince you to do not give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. And I'm saying this coming from being the leader of the group and also knowing that Thanksgiving weekend, I put on like 7 pounds and I'm up about 10 pounds. And it's not because I cheated, but because I made some decisions that actually put me backwards on the path that I was trying to go on. So first of all, the first thing you want to do is just don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. If you're not seeing the results that you want to see, do not give up. Don't surrender. No retreat, no surrender. It's not a part of this game here. And the fact is, it's life. You know, we're going to have those moments where you waver back and forth. You're going to ebb and flow, and it's a natural part of life to do that. The big thing is to just forgive yourself if it's something that you did, or, you know, if there's a situation that came up, just kind of let it go, let it be in the past, and just continue to move forward. So the first thing we want to do is be honest with ourselves. For me, knowing that I put on 7 to 10 pounds, I know where that came from. I decided to work 3 night shifts. I did 3 night shifts in a row. And those of you who know me know I do not work night shift. It affected my health horribly in the past. And it actually allowed me this time to put on water weight immediately. That's where the 7 pounds came from, even though I didn't cheat. I prepared, I brought all my food, but it was busy and busy enough to the point where I couldn't get any sleep on shift, especially being on site. I had pain in my legs. This was the first time I ever experienced that. By the morning, my legs were swollen and my stomach is swollen. So that's still kind of swollen now, and my blood pressure went up. So I had to put 2 and 2 together. You know, being someone that works out almost every day, it's like, why do you have blood pressure issues? So I know it's either possibly mental, it could be spiritual, you know, stress related. Cortisol is the biggest offender for me, and that goes out of whack for me with working night shifts. So now I kind of have to try to get myself back on the bandwagon. And even though I have been eating ketogenically, it's not moving. The water weight is not moving. So I have to do something else. So apart from being honest with yourself, you have to look at basically what have you been doing? Put everything in perspective. What's been going good? What have you been doing good? Commend yourself for what you did that was good. And then if there's anything that was hindering you that maybe you did or maybe that came up, you know, you just have to acknowledge it and see how you can prevent that in the future. Okay, so just identify what's been helpful, what's been hurtful. For me, definitely no more night shifts. This was the first time. It wasn't the first time I put on weight like this during the night shift. I knew that was possible and that it was going to happen. I just didn't know to the severity, to the point that my pressure would go up because it's been such a long time, and that I would have pain in my legs. Like it was crazy. I couldn't feel my legs. They were numb. I wasn't sitting and I was walking and literally had tingling numbness in my legs. They were painful. And I'm somebody that spins and dances every day. So it just, you know, to the common mind, including my own, that doesn't make any sense. I just know that I can't do this anymore. So it's just not going to be an option for me in the future when it comes to getting some work done or making money. Anyway, so I accept that, move on. And now what you're supposed to do next is make a new game plan. You know, after you've examined what you've been doing, what works, what doesn't work, you know, go back and get that piece of pen and paper, get that pen and paper and just write out what has been working for you. And go back and redraw up a plan and identify what you might need to do. For me personally, I know that I need to detox. This is water weight. This is primarily water weight, especially seeing how my blood pressure went up immediately. You want to re-identify your why. You definitely want to somehow get your mind back on track with what it is that you were doing. Try to move past the point of discouragement and reclaim why you started your journey in the first place. So let's get back on to why you want to do this, or whether it's your health, whether it's whatever you identified in the very beginning as your why. I think most of us here definitely are in the game for better health, wanting to feel better or look better, feel better about ourselves. For me, definitely it's health, so being someone who is encouraging you, I also have to encourage myself. We have to learn how to empower ourselves and be our own encourager sometimes, even our own mentor sometimes. And that is really ultimately the goal, because you want all your encouragement, your ambition, you want everything to flow from within and, blossom outside of you. So you have to pretty much redefine who you are again. Not necessarily redefine, but re-identify that and do whatever it is that you do to increase your spiritual power. So whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation does help me, excuse me, whether it's exercise. A lot of people have an elevated mindset after exercise, and that's because of the endorphins. So do whatever it is that works for you to bring you to an elevated state of being. That is what's really important at this time. So just to recap real quick, don't give up, don't surrender, no retreat, no surrender. You're on the journey. Don't give up on yourself. We all have moments where we may fall, but you always have to get up, dust yourself off, and keep going, re-prepare yourself, get yourself back into that mindset, reconnect with the people that are supportive of you, or reconnect with the people that are positive and that always encourage you. Or if it's, whether it's a book or some kind of, let's say a passage, it could be a Bible passage, it could be a passage from a book you've read before, whatever it is that has inspired you in the past, think of those things and refer back to them and bring them back into your life right now before you go in the opposite direction. As I said, if you are doing good on the journey, just keep going. You can use these words to encourage somebody else, or if you have any encouraging words to share, please do, to encourage your, I would say, teammates, your team members that are also on the journey with you, because this is team no weight gained. So sometimes things do happen. I know I have gained some weight here, but I've seen myself do this in the past and take it right off. And what I'm going to do at the end of this video, or I'm going to post another video sharing some of the tactics that I'm going to use to detox myself of this water weight. Yes, that's going to be a good one. All right, so the next thing is be honest with yourself. That's number 2. Number 3, you definitely want to examine everything that has been going on, put everything into perspective, kind of take a third person look at everything to see what has been working, what hasn't been working, what's helpful or hurtful to you. And then make a new game plan. That's number 4. You want to re-identify your why. Like, why did you start this journey? What is it that you wanted to gain from going on this journey? And just re-identify those things, even if you have to basically imagine how you would feel once you get to that goal, whether it's by January 1st or even after that, because this is a lifelong journey. So we have to be realistic about this and just continue to connect with why you're doing this. And if it is a big part of your life, which I imagine that it is, you will stay the course. And then lastly, do whatever it is that helps you to continue to increase your spiritual power, increase the power from within. Identify with those famous quotes, or your favorite quotes, I should say. Identify with those people or those things that always keep you inspired, that increases your energy, that gives you life, that brings you to life to move forward on your journey. So this is Latoya again, just sharing with you what's happening on my side. As I said, I'm going to post another video shortly about some of the things and techniques that I'm going to do to try to detox myself off of this water weight. It just has to go. It's not going to stay. So these are things that I've done in the past. A few things that I did in my journey with the loss of the 76 pounds, primarily with detox baths and essential oils. They help. And that's pretty much it. Okay, take care.